we might be seeing a little bit too much of Sindy there. Hello everyone, and welcome back to March Main's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So, as you are aware, I have a couple of the new Sindy dolls. And when I say a couple, I have, I think, most of them at this point. There might still be one outstanding. And by the time this goes out, I might actually already have her. I don't know. But what I've never had is a vintage Sindy doll. I have certainly kind of watched them on eBay and they go up quite high. I decided that I would treat myself to one, but I actually got her from Etsy. So this is her in the box that she was sent in. I think this is kind of this is a shoe box, but she was sent very well. She was packaged very well. And today we're going to have a look at her. I don't know a huge amount about the doll. I've seen pictures of her. She's kind of been dated around sort of 80s. She looked lovely. That was really why I wanted her, because she has a really pretty face. And I liked some of the clothes that she was being sold in. I will put a link down below to the seller I got her from. The seller was based in Spain. And she's called Lucia the cat, or Lucia the cat, I'm not sure. I'm never sure about Lucia or Lucia, or how you pronounce it. There was a show on TV called Map and Lucia, and I always think, okay, so it's pronounced Lucia, and then I've known someone who was called Lucia, but it's spelt the same way, so I don't know. Maybe one is a really English way of saying it, and the other is not. Probably in Spain, it's probably pronounced completely differently. Who knows? But we'll go with Lucia. Lucia the cat on Etsy. I will put a link, as I say, down below. We will have a look at this. I'm very excited. As I say, I don't know a huge amount about her, but I am itching to get her open and see her in all her glory. So we'll have a look together. So here is the box. This, as I say, is all the way from Spain. It is a Spanish shoebox, which is great. So I'm just gonna, I kind of have opened the box already just to have a peek in, but I couldn't see her because she's wrapped really well, as you'll be able to see. There's lots of padding here. So this is one part of her outfit, which is a kind of swimsuit. And here is the doll. So yeah, let me get rid of this box without getting shredded paper everywhere, hopefully. Yeah, so here is the doll, very kind of wrapped up there. Let's open her up. It kind of feels like my birthday or something. That's lovely. Yeah, and as I say, the person I bought her from is on Etsy as Lucia the cat. And she did have other Sindys on there, all vintage. The prices seemed quite reasonable to me. I'm not sure. I'm sure you can get them a lot cheaper, but I think if you get the cheaper ones, you're probably going to have to do work on them. And to be honest, I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. So that was really the main reason that I thought, okay, I'll just get this one. Because she looked, you know, I wouldn't have to do anything to her. I wouldn't have to try and reroute her or anything like that. Because, you know, I've never done that before. She looked pretty perfect. She wasn't 100% perfect, but I'll show you what the little issues are. But, you know, with a doll of this age, you can't expect them to be kind of in mint condition, particularly as it's, you know, a doll which children have played with. So, let's get rid of this. So here she is. Now, obviously, this is the first time I'm seeing her in the flesh as well. So if I go quiet, it's because I'm kind of just taking her all in. So I think, like a lot of these dolls, the rooting, you know, there are no plugs missing, but they were never rooted that well. But that is fine. And look at her face. Look at her little face. That is so adorable. I mean, you know, it looks like she'd cut you if you said something wrong to her, but I like that. That's what I look for in a doll. I don't want them to be smiling. I think that's why kind of the modern Barbies are a bit disappointing, because they always look like they're grinning at you. I kind of would prefer that they look a little bit austere, perhaps. It's more of a kind of a neutral expression, I suppose. And she does have eyelashes, which I've, you know, the Playline Sindy's don't have eyelashes. So I'm not quite used to that. But I do remember, I remember the original dolls having them. I've spoken before, my cousin having a Sindy doll. It's kind of weird having lashes as well. I don't even know how you get them in there, how they stay in there. I'm certainly not going to be fiddling with them, that's for sure. But yeah, and she has really nice red lips as well. That was one of the things that I noticed more about her, I think. She has really nice lips there, and they're really glossy. And I also really liked this outfit. The trousers, I believe, on Etsy, the information was that these were probably homemade. But the jacket, I like the fact it looks so retro looking. It's very kind of like 70s. I kind of remember people having these sort of like, you know, these padded jackets. It's a bit kind of sporty as well. I know that this sleeve is not perfect, but I can probably do something with that. But yeah, it's really nice. Who wouldn't want a jacket with like a big S on it for Sindy? Let's take this off. So this has got Velcro all the way down. I mean, really, I guess most doll clothes kind of did have Velcro on them. You know, they wouldn't have had anything else. Now, am I going to regret taking this off? Because I can already feel that she's a bit... Her arms are rubbery. Her body is kind of a hard plastic, and then her arms and I think her legs are rubbery, because I know that I'm actually going to cover up for now. I know that various people have mentioned how difficult it is to actually get sort of tights and stuff onto them, because rubbery legs don't like them, and I know how hard it is with some of the Blythe dolls trying to get tights or socks or, you know, anything, you have to pull it up them because they have rubbery legs as well. I should probably take this off and hope that I can actually get it back on again. Although we should probably try the Baywatch bikini, the Baywatch swimwear on her. Yeah, I kind of want to be gentle with this. I don't want the arm to tear anymore. As I say, I think I should probably be able to do something with that, hopefully. But I kind of just like the retro look of the jacket. And it's quite padded and it's not that warm here. So she'll probably be thankful of that. So, the trousers, I mean, if they're homemade, they're pretty good looking, to be honest. And they go really well because they're red, obviously, and there's a red detail on here. They look really nice with it. It has a popper on the back. So I'm kind of easing these down because yeah, they are rubbery legs, but that's fine. So here she is. So obviously her head has the whole tilty thing because it's on a ball, which is nice. So she can do some really nice poses with that. Her arms basically just go up and down. Just like that, and her legs similarly so. They kind of, so they do move. I didn't quite realise that. I know that there is like an elastic thing inside, which is kind of keeping them on. I watched a video about that. If I remember, I'll try and put a link below. And she's got a twist in the bit of the body I can't remember. The waist. It's called the waist. So yeah, and she has very rubbery legs, which is expected. So I think it said one click. I'm not going to... Yes, so it does click more than once, but it only stays on the one click. That's fine. Okay, so that one I stayed on 2. But yeah, so that is fine. So yeah, so I knew that there was kind of like some marks on her leg here. I think I kind of forgot that they were rubbery. So that could be maybe like a burn or something, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, so that's fine. It's not like she's going to be showing her legs off that much, apart from when she's in her swimsuit, of course. So a few little scratches on the back. But she does have all of her fingers, which is good. Now, it was mentioned that one of her toes was missing. And apparently it was a shark attack. That's what Lucia said. Lucia the cat. But you don't really notice the feet so much anyway. I'm sorry, my hands are really dry and horrible at the moment. But yeah, you don't really notice the feet so much. I will actually have to get some shoes for her. So if anyone's got any tips, please let me know. But yeah, so here she is. Let's try and get her into her swimming costume. So I don't know if this is an original one. So yeah, so from what the listing said, obviously this is a Sindy item. The trousers are believed to be homemade, but they look really good, to be honest. I mean, there's a few sort of, big stitches there, but that's not a problem because they're at the back anyway. This, I don't know if this is an original piece or not. It's got like this kind of flower sort of motif on there. I don't know. It doesn't have any labels in from what I can see. It's also kind of like an all-in-one, so there's no fastening. So this should be interesting trying to get this on. Her legs feel a little bit loose, maybe. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. I think I've seen worse. They don't move when you shake her, so actually that's probably pretty good. So let's see how much of a hassle this is trying to get it on her. So the fabric of the swimming costume is kind of oh, you know what? Have I done this the wrong way? Oh no, because it's gonna either way. It would be the flower would be near an arm, wouldn't it? Yes, because she has 2 arms. Yeah, so the fabric is kind of like a jersey kind of material, so it's a little bit stretchy. So it does sort of stretch on like that. You might be seeing a little bit too much of Sindy there. And obviously it is asymmetrical with the kind of the one arm. But there she is. So she's ready to go rescue people, Paula Anderson style. So, I don't know if you remember, but I unboxed a advent calendar over the Christmas period. And one of the items in it was this sarong. It was a Barbie advent calendar. And this kind of works with this, I think. It's probably not perfect, but I could maybe make something a bit similar that would give her another option clothes-wise. But yeah, she looks very glamorous in this. So, what do you think of her? She's really nice looking. I'm very happy to have her. Add her to my collection, for sure. It kind of feels weird saying I've got a doll collection, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't really think of it like that. What do you think? Do you have any vintage Sindys? I know probably quite a few of you do have them. What do you like about them? I kind of like the fact that they're not they're not grinning at you, I suppose. So yeah, please comment below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, so from me and Cindy here, take care, and I will see you very soon in another video. So, bye.